Women never forget a man who does this. Stoicism. There are men women remember for a lifetime. Not because they begged, not because they tried too hard, not because they talked the most. They are remembered because of how they showed up long after the conversations fade, long after the relationship ends. There is a quiet feeling that never leaves her. And that feeling comes from a man who mastered himself. Some men pass through a woman's life like noise. Others leave a mark that time cannot erase. Not because of looks, not because of money, not because they tried to impress, but because of how they carried themselves. This is about becoming the man whose presence stays long after he's gone. Today, we explore what Stoicism teaches about becoming that man, the kind a woman never forgets. If you enjoy calm confidence, deep wisdom, and self-mastery, subscribe to this channel now. You don't want to miss what's coming next. He remains calm when emotions run high. When emotions rise, most men react. They defend themselves. They raise their voice. They panic. The Stoic man stays steady. His calm is not weakness, it is control. He understands that emotions pass, but reactions create consequences. When she is overwhelmed, he does not mirror chaos. He becomes grounded. His voice slows. His body language stays open. This emotional stability creates safety. Women never forget the man who stayed calm when everything felt unstable. Stoicism teaches that inner peace is power, and power leaves a lasting impression. He does not chase validation. This man does not perform for approval. He does not need constant reassurance. He does not fear being disliked. He knows who he is. Because of this, his confidence feels natural, not forced. He does not brag. He does not exaggerate. He does not seek attention. His energy says, I am enough. Women remember men who made them feel chosen, not needed. Stoicism teaches freedom from external validation. And a man who is free from approval becomes unforgettable. He speaks with intention. Every word he speaks is deliberate. He does not rush to fill silence. He does not overshare personal struggles to gain sympathy. He understands that silence can speak louder than words. When he compliments, it feels sincere. When he corrects, it feels respectful. When he stays quiet, it feels confident. Women remember men whose words carried weight. Stoicism values discipline of speech, saying only what is necessary, honest, and meaningful. And that discipline leaves a deep imprint. He walks away with dignity. When respect disappears, he does not beg. When effort is not returned, he does not force connection. He leaves calmly. No dramatic speeches. No emotional outbursts. No attempts to guilt or manipulate. This quiet exit creates a powerful question in her mind. Stoicism teaches detachment from outcomes and people who no longer align with virtue. A man who walks away peacefully is often remembered more than one who stayed too long. He lives with purpose beyond romance. His life is full even without a relationship. He has structure. He has discipline. He has direction. He wakes up with intention. He invests in growth. He respects his time. A woman senses when she is an addition to a meaningful life, not the center of it. Stoicism teaches focus on duty, purpose, and self-improvement. And a man who is driven by purpose becomes deeply attractive and unforgettable. He does not argue to win. He does not compete for dominance in conversation. He does not need to prove superiority. When disagreements arise, he listens fully. He responds thoughtfully. He does not attack character. This emotional maturity stands out. Stoicism teaches control of ego and mastery of self. Women remember men who made them feel understood, not overpowered. He accepts reality without complaining. When things go wrong, he adapts. When plans fail, he adjusts. When life becomes difficult, he stays composed. He does not blame fate. He does not complain endlessly. This resilience is rare. Stoicism teaches acceptance of reality and strength in response. A woman never forgets the man who stayed strong when circumstances were hard. He respects boundaries, including his own. He does not tolerate disrespect. He does not overextend himself to please. His boundaries are calm, clear, and firm. He does not threaten. He does not explain excessively. Stoicism teaches self-respect and personal limits. Women remember men who respected themselves enough to walk away from disrespect. He loves without possession. He gives affection without control. He cares without jealousy. He trusts without fear. He understands that love is shared, not owned. This emotional freedom feels refreshing. Stoicism teaches non-attachment, loving deeply without clinging. Women remember men who loved them without trying to cage them. He leaves people better than he found them. After knowing him, she feels calmer. She thinks clearer. She respects herself more. He does not drain energy. He adds value. Stoicism is about virtue, integrity, and impact. A man who improves lives leaves a mark that time cannot erase. He is emotionally unmovable. Chaos does not move him. Tears do not control him. Anger does not provoke him. While others react, he observes. His stillness dominates the room. His silence forces respect. Women feel this immediately. A man who cannot be emotionally shaken becomes a psychological anchor. Stoicism teaches that mastery over emotion is mastery over self. And a man who masters himself is dangerous in the best way. He does not seek approval. He does not explain himself. He does not justify his standards. He does not ask to be understood. He knows who he is. Approval seeking is weakness. Self-approval is dominance. Women sense when a man would walk away without hesitation. Stoicism strips the need for validation. A man who needs nothing controls everything. He speaks little, and it lands heavy. He does not waste words. He does not argue endlessly. He does not repeat himself. When he speaks, people listen. His voice is calm. His tone is firm. His message is clear. Silence works in his favor. Stoicism teaches restraint of speech. And restraint is intimidating. He leaves without drama. When respect fades, he exits. No speeches. No anger. No emotional bargaining. Just absence. Nothing disrupts a woman's emotions like a man who disappears without collapse. Stoicism teaches detachment from what no longer aligns with virtue. A man who leaves cleanly is remembered longer than one who begged to stay. Many men try to be unforgettable through attention and control. Stoic men are remembered through presence, discipline, and inner strength. If this content resonates with you, subscribe to this channel for more wisdom on calm power, self-mastery, and timeless masculinity. He is on a mission bigger than desire. His life does not orbit around attraction. His focus is sharp. His discipline is visible. He wakes with purpose. He trains his mind. He builds something real. A woman does not become his mission. She becomes a visitor. Stoicism teaches devotion to duty. A man with a mission cannot be ignored. He refuses power struggles. He does not argue to dominate. He does not debate emotions. He does not compete in chaos. He states. He decides. He moves on. This composure feels like authority. Stoicism teaches control of ego. A man who does not fight for power already has it. He accepts reality without weakness. He does not complain. He does not blame. He adapts. Pain sharpens him. Loss hardens him. Failure teaches him. Stoicism teaches acceptance with strength. A man who absorbs hardship without breaking becomes unforgettable. He enforces boundaries without explaining. Disrespect meets distance. Manipulation meets silence. Games meet withdrawal. No warnings. No lectures. His standards are non-negotiable. Stoicism teaches self-respect over approval. A man who enforces boundaries becomes untouchable. He gives desire without attachment. He enjoys deeply, without clinging. He connects, without dependency. He can walk away at any moment. This freedom creates tension, curiosity, and respect. Stoicism teaches love without possession. A man who does not fear loss controls the frame. He leaves impact, not emptiness. After him, standards rise. Expectations change. Memories linger. He does not drain energy. He imprints discipline. Stoicism is about virtue, strength, and presence. A man who changes how a woman views men is never forgotten. Closing message. Weak men chase attention. Strong men command memory. Stoic men are calm, controlled, and impossible to replace. If this message hits something in you, subscribe now. This channel builds men who cannot be ignored. Stay sharp.